is The Chris Abraham Show.
Welcome to Season 5, Episode 3 of The Chris Abraham Show. This episode is on, I guess, the new Spotify for podcasters. Apparently on 8 March, International Women's Day, my birthday, and the official launch of Spotify for podcasters. So I guess I'm not Anchor.fm anymore. Not even the app, when I came to search it on my phone, is there. It's Spotify for podcasters. Today's episode is about ChatGPT. I am addicted to it, as we all are. I didn't even know about it I knew about a lot about AI for years and machine learning, but I didn't know about ChatGPT until my business partner, Dan Kruger, excitedly telegrammed me on December 8th of 2022, telling me, "Oh my God, Chris, you have to look, search for ChatGPT on TikTok and you're going to be bloody amazed." So I pretty much blew him off, but went to look at it because he was really insistent. And then snuck my way in through various and sundry sneaky ways into getting a ChatGPT Plus account almost immediately, because I quickly realized that if I logged in through my Hotmail account and then spent all of the unused Microsoft Space super duper points that they give you for just, owning a Windows box, spent them all on OpenAI. And before I knew it, I was the first person in my peer group to get a premium account. But I've been using that like crazy. Dan and I aren't doing that much work together anymore. I'm starting a new agency that deals with technical SEO. And to be honest, my web developer is named Jan Horna, but we have 3 partners, one of whom is ChatGPT. ChatGPT has made my work so much more efficient, so much easier, and pretty much the way I started a new health blog. I found that when I do health blogs, I tend to be more compliant with regards to exercising right, eating right, sleeping right, behaving right, and getting hydrated well enough and having the right nutrition. So being inspired by my twin, Linda Goyne, from KY, Kentucky, she's been really interested in sort of exploring the affiliate marketing space. I think she's part of a cult or a multi-level marketing conspiracy. I think she's going to probably do really well because the woman is a force of nature. But I just casually threw my hat in and started a blog called funslow.com, Fun Slow. And I'll tell you all about it's my laboratory. So if you go and judge it, that's fine. If you go and find the content interesting, that's fine. But after the break, I'll tell you why I started funslow.com, funslow.com. And a lot of it has to do with ChatGPT, because I love to experiment on myself and I love to experiment in the real world and not in the laboratory. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Season 5, Episode 3 of Chris Abraham Show, The Chris Abraham Show, nay, Chris Cast, formerly known as Chris Cast, Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So what I did immediately is I started using ChatGPT for my SEO clients. They oftentimes need perfect titles and perfect descriptions. So I would copy and paste the entire page into ChatGPT, and I would write a perfect SEO meta title and SEO meta description for this content, and I would paste the content in and hit reply, and I'd pretty much get close to a 65 character title that I would kind of edit down, and I would edit whatever they spat at me. I would edit it down to about 165 characters, 170, 155 characters for description, and they would be beautiful, better than I could do, and certainly in less time than I could do it. So I did that for 2, 3, 4, 5 clients. Gets me through stuff wicked fast. I can be more responsive to the client. If it's a project-based gig, then I can get the gigs done super fast. If it's an hourly based gig, then it's on me. Like, I don't overcharge for that, but I am value added because I can give so much better work in so much shorter of a time. And if I'm smart and have multiple clients on hand, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't need to draw out any one client. So when I talked to Linda Goyne about my twin from Kentucky, about her amazing affiliate marketing thing, I'm like, you know what? I want to create a laboratory. Like, I do not have a live WordPress SEO optimized laboratory hosted. So I said, what is my shtick? Now, on my upper thigh of each leg, on my left leg in Courier font, I have walk, run, jog, and on the top of my thigh, my right leg. And if you meet me, just ask me. I'll show you. And on the top of my right leg thigh, it's erg row swing. And what I'm obsessed with. Oh, and by the way, that weird noise you're hearing is I'm leaning on a crappy new pillow that I bought because my apartment was plagued by bed bugs, and now I live in an old age home. Not really, but like everything is covered in vinyl, and so I'm like living either in the bed of a 7-year-old boy who pees his bed, or an 80-year-old boy who pees his bed. So that noise is that noise, so I apologize. All right, so my obsession is with when I did run, and I will be running soon because I'm now under 300 pounds. I was up to 350, and the entire body doesn't want to run during that. So I signed up for Park Run and all these 5Ks. I've got an official Park Run wristband. I'm really excited about it. So I want to record my journey. Like, I'm going to record my journey here, of course, but I want to create an authentic, inauthentic experience of what I like to do. I like to slow swing kettlebells. I like to slow lift iron. I like to slow row, which I talk about insofar that I slow row. In other words, go for an hour and 90 minutes, pretty much unwinded, then adding, if you will, power 10s, power 20s, power 30s, where I use incredible intensity, and then go back down, up 1, up 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then go back down to regular slow rowing. Now, if you know about the Maffetone method or about the slow jogging method, slow is relative to one's fitness, right? So at 350 pounds, my rowing pace is pretty terrible, but I see that as I become fitter and fitter, that my slow jogging, my slow rowing pace is going to improve and still be considered slow by me. In other words, moderate exercise done in a way that allows you to maintain a conversation or be able to sing a little song. And so I put it all together into Fun Slow. And I even have a fun little slogan, which is based on the Navy SEALs, JSOC Navy SEALs slogan, which is slow is Hey Google, what is the Navy's slogan? Sorry, no. Hey Google, what is the slogan by the Navy SEALs about slow is fast?
On the website amandakbrinkman.com, they say, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I love this phrase. It's from the U.S. Navy SEALs. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
So what is the Navy SEAL motto?
On the website nsw.navy.mil, they say, I will never quit. I persevere and thrive on adversity. People also ask me, what is the SEAL code? Want to hear the answer? On the website pritzkermilitary.org, they say, I voluntarily accept the inherent hazards of my profession, placing the welfare and security of others before my own. I serve with honor on and off the battlefield. The ability to control my emotions and my actions, regardless of circumstance, sets me apart from other men. Uncompromising integrity is my standard.
Wow, that sounds like a slogan from the Freemasons. So, slow is smooth, smooth is fast is the slogan that I love for. But I can't copy that. I can't put that on my blog because that's like legit. There will be commandos crashing through my apartment window after they rappel from the roof. So I edit it a little bit, and it's actually what made me come up with the URL for the site, which is slow is smooth, smooth is fun. So instead of slow is smooth, smooth is fast, I made it fun slow. Fun is slow is smooth, smooth is fun. So there's hundreds of articles on the site now. It's all about slow jogging, slow rowing, Maffetone method, Maffetone strength, about slow swinging, about moderate exercise, about walking, about treadmill desk using, about walking as the perfect exercise. It's about using a treadmill desk during your workday. I personally run it at 2 miles per hour, but I connect, like I've got a heart rate monitor on my bicep. I have a either I have a RUNN device that tracks my cadence. I have a zip on my on the hem of my half tights that tracks my steps, because treadmills do terrible jobs of letting you move your arms. So if you have your Fitbit on your wrist, it won't work. You need one on your belt to be able to track treadmill. And I do it that way. So what I did is I have my site hosted on SiteGround, which is really great tools for optimization and pretty good hosting. It runs things through Cloudflare, so that's one experiment. Second experiment is running a proper blog. I'm going to install an FAQ. I'm going to upgrade to Yoast Premium. I'm going to see if I can develop a type of local strategy. For the first time in 10 years, I turned on full annoying AdSense advertising. I chose the simplest template that I could. and it looks like an old school. I wanted to look for one that looked like a 2003 era blog template, with the two columns and the blog part on the left, and then on the right there's a column with archives and latest posts and stuff like that. It's totally a mid-2000 blog, and then I go in and I have premium ChatGPT, and I go in and I come up with a blog idea, and I use it on my Android Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I go into it via web because someone tell me, is there an app for OpenAI? Anyway, I log in and I just brainstorm ideas. I've got like 100 ideas that are in my, if you notice on the left column, ChatGPT, they track all your previous queries. And when I can't sleep, I come up with ideas. And I start them off by writing 300 or 400 words I say, write an article of 20,000 words and then I write my 500 word article. So I write a 500 word article of my own, and then I have ChatGPT go to town. And one of my experiments is to see how Google search responds to extremely long form. I also want to see, because things like Sitekit and things like putting on a full array of advertising slows the page speed insight for mobile down to almost nothing. Like, it goes from, I was 99% when I didn't have any advertising turned on. And when I had advertising turned on, it turned down to, 28 out of 100. Terrible lighthouse score. So I'm wondering if Google cuts off its nose to spite its face, right? You go ahead and you offer your site as a platform for ubiquitous advertising, and then what? Google goes ahead and shuts you down and doesn't give you any opportunity to display. So I'm doing all of these tests on my own because I don't want to use my clients as laboratories. So I don't know, how many articles do I have? It's really much nicer to be able to run these by using my Perl Quarter rather than running it on the phone that I like to do research on. But let's say there's already hundreds, and I post a new one every day. Sometimes I post multiple, but every single one is basically, and I don't keep my 400 word essay. I just feed that into ChatGPT, and they come out with something that's completely. The good news is, if you tell them 20,000 words, they will go above and beyond merely giving you a 5-paragraph, intro paragraph, 3 paragraphs about the topic, and then a closing paragraph. They'll go well beyond that. And here's something smart. If you're afraid of being caught, which I'm not, you can tell ChatGPT to write in the style of someone. Right? They give you 7th grade problem because you don't ask for anything else. I could make all of my 20,000 word essays written in the style of David Attenborough, right? I could make them 20,000 word essay written in the style of Glenn Greenwald or Matt Taibbi, or I wonder if you could make a 20,000 word essay written in the style of Alex Jones. You can go ahead and really, this isn't a toy, right? It's something that is extremely, if you are an idiot, you're going to get idiocracy out of it. If you are a genius and you aren't a lazy genius, but you're a genius that goes into great detail in terms of your, like, I call it query, but there's an actual word for how you query an AI. Hey, Google, do you know the word for how to query an AI, what the query of ChatGPT is called?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
I don't know. But I don't unlock it. I don't unjail it or whatever. I just use it as it is. I am happy with square and narrow. I'm subversive enough. I do not need a heterodox ChatGPT. Um, I do not need. I do not care if my ChatGPT is a libertarian. And to be honest, I don't want to work with anybody who isn't extremely supportive of human rights for everybody, right? So, even though in my social media world I'm a heterodox bastard deserving a Mastodon block, in my actual world, I believe I'm, that true form of libertarian where laissez les bon temps rouler, you do you. If you try to do me against my consent, I will blast you in the face with 9 millimeter jacketed hollow point. But if you do you, I applaud you. I applaud you. And you can do me with my consent. You can totally do me with my consent. Anyway, as a joke, I was watching stupid YouTube, and there was this whole thing that Ben Shapiro was talking about with regards to, the word when a boy gives you the ick. So I was joking on social media, and I wrote, my superhero name is the ick instead of the tick, but it's the ick because I just assume that my first impression might be okay, but I guarantee you within half an hour of talking, I'm going to give someone the ick. So that's how I use it. Like, I use it if you're having a problem paying $20 a month for unfettered access to ChatGPT. I dare say you should go dust off your super old Hotmail or Outlook account, and you should log in using that instead of your Google account. And you should take, if you have 5, 6, 700 Hotmail, Microsoft Scooby points, give it to OpenAI. And I don't know if it'll happen to you, but you'll see a little yellow button down on your left side of your ChatGPT query box, and it'll say "Join Plus" or whatever, and just do it. It doesn't give you anything different except you'll never get that. I've never had it since. You'll never get that. There's lots of people coming to check us out. We're really popular. Come back later, kind of thing. And for $20, I'd have paid $200, $300 a month for this. So don't tell OpenAI, but this is a game changer. So let me know what you use it for. If you do use it, everybody's talking about it. I don't have any special tricks. I'm not a role model. I'm not a trainer. But I will admit, and I admit to my clients that ChatGPT is definitely my co-pilot when I'm doing technical SEO gigs. And ChatGPT is totally my co-pilot on funslow.com, which is so new and so... it's so new, and I don't advertise it or whatever, so I'm really also trying to see how long it takes if Google will ever start adopting my content and integrating my content, and I eventually will be, like I said, installing Ultimate FAQ, and I'll be setting that up correctly, and we'll see if I can seduce Google into bringing all of my ChatGPT but Chris Abraham catalyzed content into the world of Google search, maybe into the suggested searches or the sort of de facto FAQs that Google gives at the top above everything else during searches and so forth. So that's my use. I don't know if it's interesting to you, but like I said, you can really, like, I've gone in and I've corrected ChatGPT, and I've told them that they if I'm writing a bio about me, I'll try to get them like, that's not me. I didn't have that job. I'm not from Virginia. I'm from Hawaii. Like all these different things, and ChatGPT tries to adapt and try. So you can literally do the equivalent of brainstorming. You could do the equivalent of going into a writer's room, and using ChatGPT as your only writer, and really, if you will, bespoke the experience, right? And that's the thing. If you're a moron without creativity, if you do not know how to integrate keywords, if you don't know how to do your own editing, if you don't read your own work, if you're not familiar enough with the content, you will be usurped, you will be consumed, you will be rolled over and made redundant by machine learning and ChatGPT. However, if you are a bot whisperer, you will always be incredibly in demand. And I'm working on bot whispering. I am not an expert yet, and I do not have a 140 and above IQ. I'm strong in the 130s, so yes, I'm as smart as you think I am, and yes, I am as dumb as you think I am. I'm in that sweet spot of too smart for my own good, but not smart enough that it matters, right? So I have all the quirks of a genius without any of the genius horsepower. It's like I am a British sports car, not a modern Aston Martin, which is a hypercar, but I am like a
from feverge.com.
Alexa, stop. I'm like an 80s British car or an 80s French car. They're high-end, like, let's say, sports car. I look like a sports car. I have all the accoutrements of a sports car. I've got sports car suspension and tires. I have anti-roll bars. I've got everything you could need. I've got a roll cage. I have carbon fiber shell. I have a Momo steering wheel, but I have a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, right? So I come across upon first impression as someone with a formidable intellect, but it's all breeding. It's all edumacation. It's all friendship groups. It's all pretension. It's all front. And if you scratch in just a little bit, you'll realize that while I like to brag that I'm agile on mountain roads, I cannot beat you in the quarter mile. So there's that. Love you. Thank you for coming to visit my slow fun. Is it funslow.com website? I wish you would go check it out. Funslow.com. Like I might start a fun slow everything. We'll see. But I'll talk to you soon, and I hope you're well, and I will talk to you soon. In the next segment, I'll tell you how you can contact me. I don't know if Anchor.fm is still around, but let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You can reach me at chris@abraham.su. If you're on Mastodon, I'm at chris@abraham.su. If you want me on my blog, my website, it's chrisabraham.com. If you want me on my company, it's gerr.is. If you want me on Twitter, it's Chris Abraham, at Chris Abraham. Instagram is at Chris Abraham. Used to be YouTube was at Chris Abraham, but they destroyed me. They completely zapped my entire thousands of videos for being too heterodox. Like I said, I shouldn't have done that, but they raised me. Anyway, R-A-Z-E-D, raised, R-A-Z-E-D. You can, my mobile is +1 202 352 5051. That'll get you onto my text. You can call me, but I won't answer. Text me first, but say who you are. Like if you're just like, hello, 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 love you long time. I can see it in your smile. I can see it in your eyes. I know that's not the lyrics anyway. You can also use that number to get me on Signal and Telegram and WhatsApp and your mama. And don't forget Fun Slow, Slow Fun, funslow.com. And of course, this podcast. This is season 5, episode 3. So I don't have any interesting foreigner words to say. I know that 5 is cinco and funf. And I know that 3 is tres, or un, deux, trois, or ein, zwei, drei, or all those other things. So once I get into the teens and so forth, I say funny French, German, Spanish, etc. words. So none of that yet, because we're only season 5, episode 3. But feel free to subscribe and join and all that other fun stuff. And I'll be right back in a second with the surprise.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Here where we need ya. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Thank you for listening to The Chris Abraham Show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time.